OK, let's see what it looks like on the money ladder. And there it is in the Brain Bank. The money ladder's got you up as far as £250. So you get to the decision point again. You've got to decide whether you're going to take that money or take another challenge. Before you take that decision, you can find out who your challenger is going to be. See if that affects what you decide. There she is. She's Linda Hickson, 39, and a lecturer. Well, the word lecturer obviously makes you think, you know, higher education, very clever. But, on the other hand, you've won a couple of times, so you can either take the cheque or take the challenge.
I'll take the challenge, I think. Thank you.
I'll take the challenge. I can see you're a battler, so let's bring on Linda Hickson.
As a lecturer in accountancy, Linda scored full marks in the numerical test. 6 years in the Air Force has given her strong language skills, and 20 years playing top-level rugby means Linda competes to win.
Right, so quite an array of talents. So obviously you're good at numbers because of your accountancy. But most intriguing of all, you played rugby, which I don't... How many women play rugby?
When I first started, I think there were about 10 teams in England.
Yes.
But it's very popular now, and there's the same structure as the men's game with the Premiership.
All right, well, it's a highly competitive game here, but not as brutal and physical as all that, is it, Mark?
I'm glad to hear it.
I'm tempted to tackle him first.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, let's find out which brain battle you'll be facing. OK, this is Fading Figures. It's a numerical game, so maybe just the thing for an accountant. A set of simple sums will appear on the screen like this. Simple enough to do, but you have a look at them and then they all disappear one by one from left to right until the screen is empty. Once the last sum has disappeared, you have to buzz in with the answers to all the sums in the order that they disappeared. Correct answers in our example there in order were 19, 11 and 8. So let's see how well you cope with our game of Fading Figures. OK, Linda.
9, 30, 22.
9, 30, 22. That's the correct answer. Well done. Point to you. Next example will come now. Mark.
45, 7, 12.
45, 7, 12. That's right. Let's go on to the next one. Mark.
4, 23, 6.
That's correct. 4, 23, 6. Another point to you. OK, next one. 4 figures this time. Mark.
19, 4, 72, 9.
That's correct. Another point to you. Another set of 4 coming. Linda.
99, 32, 6, 26.
That's correct. Point to you. There we are. There's the calculations. OK, another set of 4. Mark.
4, 19, 48, 13.
That's correct. Point to you, Mark. Next question. Linda.
16, 29, 3, 27.
No, that's wrong. Mark, you have a chance for this.
I've forgotten them completely.
Oh, well, OK. Well, you don't get the mark either. They're the answers to that particular one. Linda, I sense you were getting the answers to pretty well every one then.
Apart from the last one.
Apart from the last one
yes.
when you stumbled on 1660.
Yes.
But you only got 2, whereas Mark was a bit quicker on the buzzer.
That's right.
So, Mark, you won with getting 4 in that round. Well done, Mark. But, Linda, that was an intriguing game to be played. I think you're unlucky to come against somebody who was, you know, matched you for the figures and beat you by that fraction for the speed. Yes.
Yeah, but good luck, Mark, anyway.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Linda. I'm afraid you leave with nothing from us, so bye-bye, Linda. know, Mark, you look quite sort of mild-mannered, but when the competition begins, you turn into a bit of a Superman on the competing front.
I'm very, very competitive. Don't like coming second.
All right. So, as I've discussed with you, you make film sets, and included making the film set of Star Wars, but I understand you even got married to the sound of Star Wars.
Yes, when we left the registry office, we had the Throne Room March from Star Wars playing.
Is your wife happy with that as an obsession? Does she share it, or does
Well, she had a limousine, so I got to choose something as well.
OK, let's look at the money you've got in your brain bank at the moment. And there you are, you've got up to £500. We let you keep the £500, whatever happens, so that may affect your decision as to whether to go on or not, as indeed with the case that this is the final of these regular games today. So if you were to win, you get a chance at the bonus game to add even more to your money. But the other fact you have to bear in mind in taking these decisions is who you're going to be playing against. So this would be your opponent if you were to accept the challenge. There you are, Paula Wiley. She's 26 and a supermarket manager. Will you take the cheque or take the challenge?
Take the challenge, please.
You'll take the challenge. So, Paula Wiley, please, will you come and join us?
As a supermarket manager, Paula deals with numbers daily, and it was her strongest area on our test. She's also training to get her pilot's licence, but the test showed that her spatial skills were her weakest.
Paula, welcome.
Hello.
That slight worry we're talking about there, your spatial skills are the weakest. If you're going to be a pilot, I suppose you need to know where you are.
Yes.
Why have you decided to take a pilot's licence? I mean, I can see the attraction, the fun of it. Was there any particular reason you want to do it?
I've always wanted to do it since I was little.
So you obviously like a bit of competition and excitement. I know you do other sports as well, skiing, horse riding.
Yeah.
Is running a supermarket a bit dull compared to flying and skiing?
Not at all.
No. OK, well, I hope there's a little bit of excitement in playing these games. Let's find out which brain battle you'll be playing against each other.